guys, welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. So today I thought I would sit down and do my makeup with you. I have nothing on my face. I have thrown my hair kind of up. I'm half dressed here. And I thought I would talk you through my everyday makeup, kind of a mini review of products that I'm loving right now, and things that I'm using and using up. So yeah, let's get started. Always start with this COOLA Dawn Patrol Classic Primer is my current fave. And it has an SPF of 30 in it, and I'll link everything down below. So I normally do about 2 pumps, and I've been opting for this over even using a eye primer. So it takes care of my SPF, and it does a really good job at helping my makeup stay all day. I've mentioned about a billion times recently that I'm trying to add more green beauty into my routine, so I just want to make sure everything's super smooth. And yeah, I'm not a professional at this, so if I look like a crazy person as I'm applying everything, yeah, it's just getting on my face. Then the thing that I'm currently wearing, I'm not super into like a heavy foundation for myself on a normal day to day. I will use a heavier foundation if I'm gonna be in a lot of lights. I don't want the photo flash, all of that. Sorry guys. But for right now, and most recently, I've been rocking my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer lately, along with the Liquid Face Illuminator, and I just mix it on the back of my hand. And I'm so sorry about the dog. So I feel like this guy has lasted for forever. I actually keep thinking that it's gonna go away, but it hasn't yet. So here we are. And yeah, I just mix a big dollop of that with about 2 drops of this, and it just gives a bit of a shimmer. It's not like dark enough to give me a tan, but I don't really have any like fake tan on my face right now either. And then I pre-wet my Real Techniques makeup sponge, and I kind of mix this all on the back of my hand and then just apply it around my face. So I'm in the part of the month right now where my hormonal breakouts aren't really there. They've kind of calmed down from my last period, but I've also got any scarring and I'm still a little congested in that area. So this will give me enough like coverage where I want coverage. But then I will go back in fairly semi-heavy handed with concealer, because that is just what I would prefer to do. I don't really like to have heavy makeup all over, but I do like to have the things that I want covered. So I actually wore this look out the other day for a full day for shooting, and ended up I didn't have any, like, it was enough SPF for the day. I didn't have any burns, like, and we were out in the sun quite a bit. So yeah, I literally just spent forever dabbing stuff in. So pushing it in, making sure it's where I want it. Now obviously this is gonna take longer because I'm talking you through it, but I use 2 different concealers. I'm actually not using my NARS Soft Matte right now, not because I don't like it anymore, but just because I was digging through my drawer and I found my Radiant Creamy Concealer. So there's actually a post on the blog today, and I'm going to use this as my face coverage. There's a post on the blog today about beauty products I'm loving again, and this is definitely one of them. I don't remember why I grabbed it out of the drawer the other night. I just thought I'll do something different, and I pulled this out. So I have a lot of texture going on, and I'm still kind of trying to get my skin where I want it to be, but I go pretty much all over with this. Anywhere I feel like I just want it, and then I'm gonna blend it out, and then I'm also gonna go in with a different concealer under my eye. So I use this one all over my face, although the color that I am in the camera right now is a lot different than this color in the mirror over here. So sorry if I'm like not directly looking at you guys, because I'm also looking in this mirror over here. Put that on my feel like I should have prefaced it with that. So that's done, and then I'm using, I just got it in, I'm kind of still trying to figure out how I feel about it, but the RMS Uncover, it's another pot concealer. I've tried applying this a couple of different ways. I've done it with my little blender, beauty blender, but if I'm honest, I just end up really preferring, I feel like I get as much out of the pot as I want if I do it starting with under my eye, just so it's thick enough, and then I blend that out. So more blending we do, and I try to switch because my concealer under my eye is a different color, different shade than everywhere else. I try to flip to a side of my little Real Technique sponge that hasn't been used yet, so that I'm not mixing the color or making it darker when I don't want it to be dark. So yeah, that's all blended out, and then I'm going to take a Velour Poof, which is quite dirty at this moment, and some of my Laura Mercier setting powder. I swear this looks like a Laura Mercier ad. It's not. They just have some of my favorite makeup staples, and I'm gonna shove that under my eye and set it. So that is the current powder setting choice of life right now, is this one. So under eye is set, and I just want to make sure that it doesn't crease. I normally use Tarte Shape Tape, but I will go in, actually, because I'm sitting so far away, I'm gonna flip the magnifying glass really quick if I can see anything. This is really awkward. I actually like to make sure that I'm not going to get any creasiness under my eyes. So yeah. So this is my base. Now, depends on the day what I end up doing. But my most recent love is, normally I will go in with my eyebrows next, but I've actually been going in with my bronzer, my creamy bronzer, just so that I can make sure I don't get any more powders going on. And I'm using another green beauty product, the Well People, the stick bronzer. I looked at getting the Milk Makeup matte one, but I saw that this was a thing and it got some good reviews, and so I figured I'd try it. And Well People is actually selling in Target now. So if you're looking to check that out and don't want to have to deal with shipping or anything, that's awesome. Obviously a good way to do it. And then I will blend this out with my Real Technique stippling brush. Now, I'm not one to do, I just kind of do what works for me. I'm sure there's a lot of specific techniques, and all my makeup artist friends could be like, Savannah, you're doing that wrong. But you know, I love you guys. You do you. You have actors to make pretty. I'm just trying to make myself look awake. But yeah, I blend everything out just to the place that I'm comfortable with it. And depending on the day, I probably still will put some bronzer on over this. But I've been really liking this, and I do this because then I kind of feel like I get a better idea of how much more I want to do on my face. I've been really into just getting my face makeup right and leaving everything else really chill. So getting myself to this point is really like where I want to be with everything, and that way if I do all my cream products now, I won't put a powder over it and then forget, because I totally set my face the other day and 100% forgot that I needed to put blush on. So alright, going in with brows next. Back on the Gimme Brow. So glad that this is back. This is, if you see my Sephora VIB sale picks, this is on the list. I think this lasts for a few more days. I'll link that in the description box below. And then I'm also using the Precisely My Brow. I change how I do this constantly. I can't ever be like, I'm the most consistent and I do this one thing all the time with my brows, because I don't. I end up changing my technique up. I mean, there's some things I'm always gonna do first. Like, I don't think I'll ever try to put, you know, blush on before I could put concealer on. But sometimes I will go in with my brow cream first. Sometimes I'll go in my pencil. But I've been doing a lighter brow lately, and the thing I love about the Gimme Brow is it just makes it really gives like a thickness to my brow hairs. So because of that, I like to do that first and then fill in the front. So I'll pencil in some if I need to towards the ends, but I don't necessarily do that. I just like to make my brows enough that, you know, my face looks awake and things look okay. So hold on just a second while I scoot up so I can see the front of them. What is that? My eyebrows desperately need to be shaped though. But I know that some people will use, you know, they really like to draw things on. I am not that girl. I do spend a really long time on my brows. Probably for most people I spend a long time, but I'm brushing it through. And I actually don't worry about it being too harsh in the front because I'm going to brush that out with like a regular just brush to calm them down. But my goal is always just to have like a healthy glow to my face. So I try not to make my front of my brows too harsh, which is why I'm just gonna take this guy that has a little bit of leftover powder from it and brush through the front, so it's not, it doesn't take it away, but it's not so like harsh. I don't get like angry brow. So there we have my base. Now this is where everything changes depending on the day. I've been really still lazy and still into using my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. If I could use my words, we'd all be better off. I've still been just really using that 9 times out of 10. If I don't feel like doing anything extra, I want a simple eye look. So before I go in with my bronzer, I'll just take an eyeshadow brush and kind of get this over my eyeballs. Just to give it, and I try to kind of dust it a little bit, but I will normally go in, if I put concealer on my eyes, put anything in my eyes, put a little bit of the powder on top of my eyes so that this will stay a little bit longer. So I'll just use, especially if I'm traveling and I need to get out the door, I always pack an eyeshadow brush and I will use that in my bronzer. But because I'm already here, I will go in with this and just add a smidge more bronziness to my face. I probably looks like I'm going crazy with bronzer, and I probably am, to be honest. It's like a current thing for me. So we are bronzed up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my highlight. And I'm using, I think it's the IT Cosmetics one. All of my brushes are Real Techniques or IT Cosmetics today. I have a few other ones. Oh, that eyeshadow brush was the Smashbox one though. And I just throw some glow on my face. Sometimes I'll go cream, but if I'm being, this is like everyday lazy makeup kind of for me. Like if I don't want to think about it and I just want to do my makeup and get out the door, here we are. Let me double check this. And I just put this on the top of my cheeks and kind of go until I feel like I have the right amount. I actually don't feel like I'm putting much on my brush, so it looks like I'm spinning forever here, but I haven't got a little down my nose. If I remember, I put some at the top of my eyes. And keep it off. Okay. Whew, I gotta change my legs sitting on the floor. Okay. And then I will go in with my Tarte blush. I've had this blush for way too long. It says that you should use this in 12 months, but who actually can use a whole Amazonian clay blush up in 2 months? Like honestly, how much blush do you have to wear to be able to use them? And for the record, if you ever wanted to know, because I figured this out the other day, how to know that how long things last, there's a little pot at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try to zoom in on right there. With that, we're next to my finger where it says 12. That's how you know the timing for it. So I've had this way longer than that, but to be honest, I'm not gonna get rid of it. And I don't know how people use that blush that quickly, because I am still working on, this is Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer over here. Alright, so everything's done. I will set my face in a second, but I'm gonna do mascara. I would love to do this little thing over here, but it is too far away, so we're gonna pull this out. Yeah, mascara. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna use, and then I will come back and show you after I've done it all, because it'll be 5 billion years if you watch me put on mascara. I'm way too precise about it, and this is like my thing. So I just picked this up again. It's the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. I said in my recent post that because I'm also using the Lancome Big Monsieur, Monster Big, whatever. I'm also using that, and I like that for volume, but it doesn't give me the length that I like, and I didn't really want to spend a lot of money on another one. So I have enjoyed this one before. This is literally the second time I'm using it. I just rebought it again. So I'm gonna put mascara on and I will be back in a second. All right, mascara is on. If you can see that from there, it's not as thick as it could be, but you know, here we are. And now I'm going to put on my lip. I have been floating between two things. I've been using, I mean, this is the current nude lip liner that I have, and I'm probably not going to change from that just because it's what I have. And it's Max Barely, or Boldly Bare. So I've been using this for quite some time, but I will fluctuate between my two current faves, which is the Dior Lip Glow in Coral and the Lancome Matte Shaker in Kiss Me Sherry. So I flux back and forth between the two of these. It depends on what kind of effort I'm wanting to take for the day. But I will just line my lips. I do more with my top than my bottom because, so they heard to talk and line your lips. My bottom lip is a lot bigger than my top one. So I always want to make sure, actually I'm about to eat and I don't want to try to overdo this on camera, so I'm just going to stick with the lip glow. Remember, we'll kind of smush them around, but I like to make sure, try to make my top lip look a little bit bigger. And yeah, a little bit of lip glow. Nothing crazy. Fix it, and then we will spray the face with the Urban Decay All-Nighter. I bought the 2-pack of this from Ulta a while ago and I had a coupon. I'm gonna spray a billion sprays of this. And yeah, I actually just finished the first one, so I'm on to my second one now, and I really like this. The mister is really good on it. I've tried a few other ones, but I just end up coming back to this guy. So eventually this will probably be something I swap in my green beauty category. But yeah, that is my makeup done. So it's super simple. It's just a very basic face that anybody can do. My everyday makeup look. It gets me out the door where I need to go. I don't have to think too much about it. And yeah, so if you aren't already subscribed to this channel, please click that button. I would love to have you guys come back for more videos. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up because it shows my channel lots of love and support. I don't know where my map is calendar, but I'm going to be doing Everyday May, if you haven't heard that, so there will be lots of content coming your way soon. And if you aren't already following me on social media, come hang out there. I would love to get to know you guys better on Twitter and Instagram. So I love you, you matter to me. I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye guys.